Hey folks, this is Monk, and we are back with another episode of From the Canopy Film Show. And I'm joined as always with my co-host Cornelius, aka Evil Corny.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Not much.
Yeah, man, it's been an interesting time. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Stuff is coming out to the theater, so we're here to review some films for you guys. So next one is going to be Thunderbolts, man. This is a big anticipated film. And this film is directed by Jake Schreier. In this film, ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, and John Walker embarks on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest corner of their past. And this film stars Florence Pugh. We got Louis Pullman, Geraldine Viswanathan, David Harbour, Wyatt Russell, Olga Kurylenko, Hannah John Kamen. We also get let me see
Yeah,
who else is in there. Wendell Pierce, man. You know what I'm saying? And as
yeah,
well as
yeah.
Julia Louis Dreyfus. They also pop up in this, man. So but what'd you think of this one?
I had a lot of fun with this film. I did enjoy, and I'm not throwing no hate at Captain America: Brave New World, but I kind of wish we would have had a director that's up to the up to par, like this director is with that film. But overall, I just had a lot of fun with this. People kind of always want to just try to figure out what's going on in this phase. What's going on in that phase? What happened to this character? What's that? Why is Louis Dreyfus showing up all of a sudden?
I mean, it's kind of a curse, man. It's kind of a curse because everyone's looking for that end game kind of build up and payoff. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine earlier, and I was like, I would appreciate actually more one-offs. Maybe not one-offs. It's still connected to this world, but where the stakes aren't so crazy. It's just another mission. Like everything doesn't have to be building up and leading up and like yo, let's tell a story, you know. And they tell a story in this.
I think they did good with this. But we've been slowly been introduced to a lot of these characters, and then they're in the film together, and they, like I said, I had a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, I feel like Yelena is kind of carrying this film on her back, but the character that surprised me the most that was probably Valentina Allegra, played by Julia Louis Dreyfus, and you kind of see like she's in a way she's kind of taking up a mantle of just she's almost like the new Fury in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, not the same personality, but I'm talking about as far as being someone that's in here pulling the strings and trying to keep this thing on track. She's definitely not Fury personality wise. She's definitely doing things that I don't think Fury would do. But who knows? Fury got some skeletons in his closet too, though. So they're kind of they're kind of similar like that. I would love to see her and Wendell Pierce continue this little beef, because like I would love it if future films Wendell just keep coming up on her ass like a more like because it's funny, their little back and forth in this thing was something that really worked well for me, man. Every time he popped up and it was like, yo, I don't think she's a bad character, but she's not above doing bad things for the good. Like it's I don't think she's gonna sell us out. She's really is trying to make you know what I'm saying, make sure this country's protected, but she's willing to walk in them gray areas. But you think about her from the beginning, she's kind of been introduced as a black ops, kind of player. So that's where she's working at,
Yeah, she's gonna do Ironhearty and in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, she's wild, man. She's wild. And it keeps things interesting, man. Especially where we're at with this phase. They even talk about like yo, the city almost got destroyed by the Red Hulk, like that. So we're in the same. We know where we're at in the time. This is immediately after those events. I would have liked to see a picture of the White House kind of in construction, like what I'm saying.
That would have been a cool shot. About when we were during that hearing in the beginning of it, and I was wondering who the new president was.
Yeah, I think it does a good job of just giving us enough breadcrumbs to keep the bigger story going, but also telling this particular story. This thing is good. It's good enough. It's going to be that bridge. I'm like the audience is responding to it really well, but I don't know. Like for me, this is not one.
It's a very good introduction.
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be watching this one a lot of times in the future. You know what I'm saying? I got what it laid down. Appreciate that. I appreciate the building parts, but I don't know if it's going to be one where I'm going to be like, this is my classic. I gotta go back to this, like I do some of the other ones. You know what I'm saying? But
But
like I said, it's a bridge, and I think it does everything or some of the things that people are used to from the previous films. You know, especially energy wise, you know, and getting the people hyped up, you know, in a way that I think a lot of people didn't think they were getting from Captain America 4. So that's going to be a big difference, I think, in how this film is received compared to how that one was received. You know, the action. I don't know, man. It's tough, man. I just watched Havoc, and it was just like, man, damn.
yeah, but that's different. That's yeah,
Yeah, but like you know, there are some cool stuff. I think probably my favorite sequence in this is maybe when like they kind of allude to it in the trailer where all of these characters are, you know, they get sent to the same spot for a mission and it's really for them to take each other out. So there's some
yeah.
that's probably the best with the action we kind of get. And my other thing too, man, our villain situation in this film, man, it's a little different, but also it's like I don't know, man. I feel like we've kind of walked down this road a little bit before, you know, with some of these types of villain encounters, man. So I don't know, man. I think this one doesn't have a memorable one.
I'll just say this about supervillains and stuff that show up in films. The only time I'm really disappointed is when, like, you know, in the movie Logan, it was a man in a lab coat, and it wasn't a real supervillain. That's when I have a problem. You know
Yeah,
that because
yeah,
you have so much you have so
mhm.
much so many characters you can deal with, but having a guy in a lab coat or same thing is making a cyborg version of the Silver Samurai in the
Mhm.
in the Wolverine. Things like that
Yeah.
I get really highly annoyed by,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know. But
especially when they kind of feel like a final boss. Like we never
yeah,
got
yeah,
no
yeah,
development with them other than all right, this is the last guy you got to beat. We'll see how Tom treats this film, man. Like I
yeah.
said, I think it's really good, but for me, I don't know if it's got like enough in there to keep me, you know, going back and back and back to it, man.
And I
But I
kind of
think
wish we had this type caliber director doing Brave New World.
man, see, this is going to sound controversial. I think these films are pretty close on par. Other than
Yeah.
the fact that Thunderbolts, I think, does get deeper emotional highs, you know, than Captain America 4 did, but they're kind of close, you know, in
I'm not
effortlessy,
saying
man. And
I'm
I
not saying I
enjoy
didn't
both of them.
like it. Yeah,
I
I'm
would
not
say
saying
they
I didn't
both
like it,
were
but yeah.
yeah, I kind of put them both in that category too. Like I think they're really good films, but I don't know if I could give them the great label like